Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. Just a quick thank you to everyone that has been watching my videos and liking my posts on Instagram. Thank you so much. And also to officially say to you all, Happy Pride Month! I hope everyone has a nice time and that you feel proud and valid every single day of your life. That's my wish to you all. And I love you. Love you, love you, love you so much. On that note, and I think I chose the book really well this week. I have a beautiful book to tell you about, and it fits really well on Pride Month, I think. And it's a story about life and death, love and loss, and what would one do if they knew they were going to die. Many of you know might have guessed by now that we are talking about They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. Uh, just a quick note that I know that this book might be very triggering to a lot of people. I know that it was a little bit to me. So please proceed with caution with this book. Uh, the story follows two main characters, Mateo Torres and Rufus Emeterio, that both get a call from Deathcast after midnight saying that they were both going to die on that day. I think just a little side note and to help you understand, Deathcast is like a system that figures out you are going to die and makes calls to everyone after midnight, letting them know that they are going to die. They don't tell you at what time it will happen or how it will happen. Just they tell you that it will happen on that day, and this gives people some time to grieve, but also to arrange details of their own life, and makes them question themselves. What would they do? So we see in the book, we see Mateus and Rufus, uh, two boys that never met each other, but that both needed a new friend on their end day. And so they both get on this app that exists in this universe that it's called Last Friend. And after talking a little bit on it, they decide to meet up and live one last adventure, kind of like deciding to live a lifetime in one single day. Uh, the book also gives us a much needed diverse representation. I really like this because on one side you have a gay Puerto Rican boy, Mateo, and on the other you have a bisexual Cuban boy, Rufus. Both were complete opposites of each other, and they fit so perfectly like two puzzle pieces. Um, you have Mateo that is afraid and anxious to leave, but through the book we see his journey of conquering his own fears and gaining control of his own storyline. I also just wanted to hug the hell out of him because he had such a sad story with his dad being in a coma on his end day and his mom dying at birth. So it's really sad. But then you have Rufus, that a boy that seems very rough on the outside, but when you look closely, he's very compassionate and selfless, loves photography, for example. And he too had to live through a major trauma with his parents and sister dying in front of him. And we see how Mateo helps him deal with his anger about it and the guilt he felt of being basically left behind. So both characters were very tragic in the sense that they had sad stories through their life, but together they were just like an unstoppable force. And I really liked the love and trust they developed for each other in just one single day. It was really beautiful to read that journey. Uh, so throughout the book, of course, we also get the perspective of their friends and people connected to them, or even just people that were close to them on the street, everybody. And we kind of see the impact um, of every action of everybody and how it affects them and their death. So I think it also helped me understand the death caste system, because it's not very easy to understand in the beginning. But it's also very interesting to see a system like this, a universe like this, because we see how each person as an individual, but part of a society, change their actions and perceptions after learning that they were going to die. I feel like this makes all of us as readers also think about the subject like in a philosophical way, because it arises a lot of questions like, what would we do if we knew we were going to die? Would we be with the people we love? Would we try to make amends with others? Would we try to live, to go on an adventure and try something new and daring? Or would we isolate ourselves and just stay quiet and chill? So I think it really makes us think what we would, how we would work as a society, and what would we personally do if we had to live like this, in the constant fear that you were going to get that call. So all in all, I think it was just such a captivating story. Uh, of course, we kind of knew the ending, that they were going to die. Um, but we also kind of hope for that miracle that never happens. And I think that's a beautiful, not beautiful, but I think it's a reality with life and how unfair it can be. So, in that sense, it was very interesting to see the relation. I I got to give this book like a 9.5, because I really loved the story and it was very addictive to me. Um, Personally, it was very hard for me to read, and very emotional. It really made me think a lot about death and how I would perceive it if I was in this universe. But it also made me think a lot about my loved ones. So I had to stop a few times. I had to stop because I needed to gain a little perspective and get a reality check. But all in all, I think it's just such a beautiful story about friendship and love that I had to share it with you all. So please let me know your thoughts about it. If you have something else to share about it, what did you like, for example? Just let me know. And as always, if you liked the video, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram as at Rita's Book Club for more content. And just let's have some fun with it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Happy readings.